So here we are again. It is the middle of the week, and honestly, things in Port Charles are getting so messy that I don't even know where to start. But I guess I have to start somewhere because the spoilers for Wednesday, February 18 are absolutely wild. And I mean wild. We have resignations and investigations and secret plots and people drugging other people. Just a normal day in PC, right? But seriously, let's just dive into this because my coffee is wearing off and we have a lot of ground to cover. First of all, let's talk about Willow Kane, or Willow Tate, or whatever she goes by in her head these days because the woman has clearly lost the plot. So on Wednesday, Willow is going to General Hospital. Not to save lives or anything noble like that. No, she is going there to track down Elizabeth Baldwin. And why? To quit. Yeah, you heard me. Willow is turning in her resignation. She is tracking Liz down to tender that resignation personally. And the reason she is giving it is all about Drew Kane. Because apparently Drew needs round-the-clock care now. And since Willow is getting partial custody of the kids, she is going to look Elizabeth in the eye and insist that she just doesn't have the time for her old nursing job anymore. But we know the truth. And this is the part that makes me want to scream at the TV screen. Willow isn't quitting just to be a good nursemaid. She is quitting because she is secretly drugging Drew. She is keeping him in this state on purpose. It is twisted, it is dark, and obviously she isn't going to tell Elizabeth that part. Can you imagine? Oh, hey, Elizabeth here. Is my 2 weeks notice, by the way. I am poisoning a man to keep him dependent on me. No. She is going to play the martyr. She is going to act like she is making this huge sacrifice for the family. And Elizabeth, who is usually pretty sharp, might just buy it because she is busy running the nursing floor and doesn't have time to psychoanalyze Willow's sudden devotion to home. Healthcare. It is just so frustrating because Willow used to be the moral compass and now she is basically running her own version of misery. And I just know that when this blows up, it is going to blow up huge. But for now, on Wednesday, we just have to watch her lie to Elizabeth's face. And then we have the police drama. Because it wouldn't be General Hospital without someone getting dragged down to the station or investigated. So over at the PCPD, things are heating up. Harrison Chase is there. And Nathan West is there. And yes, Nathan is considering a new angle on the investigation. But here is the kicker. Chase is going to drop a hint. Just a little nugget of information about an avenue that Nathan isn't pursuing yet. And presumably this is all about the Drew shooting investigation. Because that is the cloud hanging over everyone right now. So Chase is going to steer Nathan down a specific path. And it sounds like, and this is me reading between the lines here, it sounds like Chase is trying to make Michael look guiltier. Why? I don't know. Maybe Chase knows something we don't. Or maybe he is being manipulated too. But the spoilers say Chase's clue is going to push Nathan in a direction that looks bad for Michael Corinthos. And you have to wonder, will this clue lead Nathan to discover that key? You know, the one, Drew's key. The one that is apparently on Michael's keyring. If Nathan finds that Michael is toast, like done for. And it is so stressful because Michael is already dealing with so much. And now his own brother, well, his friend who is a cop might be the one to nail him. Speaking of brothers in tension, let's talk about Dante Falconeri. Because this breaks my heart a little bit. On Tuesday's show, and continuing into Wednesday, Dante is going to have a very tense encounter with Michael. It is not going to be pretty. Dante is going to confess something. He is going to tell Michael that he thinks it is best for them to keep their distance. Can you believe that Dante and Michael, they have been through everything together? But now with the Drew case wide open, Dante is putting up a wall. He says it is at least until the Drew case is closed. But we all know how long these cases take in Port Charles. This could be months, years. And Dante pushing Michael away just makes Michael look even more isolated. It is like the walls are closing in on Michael from every side. Chase is steering investigations toward him. Nathan is sniffing around. Dante is bailing on their closeness. It is a bad week to be a Corinthos, let me tell you. And speaking of bad weeks and apologies, Lucas Jones. Oh, Lucas. He is finally waking up and smelling the coffee. He's going to seek Carly out at the Metro Court on Wednesday, and he is going to eat some humble pie. Serious, humble pie. He is going to admit that she was right about everything. He is going to insist he owes her a huge apology. And honestly, it is about time. Carly takes a lot of heat, but she is usually right about the shady people in town. So Lucas is going to offer updates on all his unsettling discoveries. And these discoveries involve Marco Rios. We all know Marco has been bad news, but Lucas was trying to see the best in him or whatever. But now Marco has vowed to walk away from Jen Sidwell's drama. He says he is out once their current project wraps up. But can we trust him? Lucas took Marco's hand. He hugged him. It was a whole moment. But here is the thing that keeps me up at night. Lucas didn't seem convinced. Even when he was hugging him, you could see it in his eyes. He didn't buy it. So maybe Lucas is playing the game now too. Perhaps Lucas really just wants to string Marco along. Why? Because lives are at stake. Specifically, Britt Westbourne and Sonny Corinthos. Their lives are on the line here. And if Lucas has to hug a bad guy and fake a little forgiveness to save his sister and his, well, Sonny, then maybe that is what he has to do. It is desperate times in Port Charles. And Lucas is finally stepping up, but it is terrifying because Marco Rios is not someone you want to double-cross. And while we are at the Metro Court, because apparently everyone is at the Metro Court today, Ric Lansing is there too. Rick is always lurking, isn't he? He is like a shark in a suit. And he is wondering what is going on. Specifically, he is wondering what is going on between Sonny and ADA Justine Turner. Yeah, that is a combination I didn't see coming. But Rick witnesses an interaction between them, and his radar goes off. So he is going to quiz Sonny. He is going to push for answers. What is the deal with the ADA? Is she on the payroll? Is she a love interest? Is she a threat? Rick wants to know. And when Rick wants to know something, he usually doesn't stop until he finds out the dirty truth. So Sonny better watch his back, because having Ric Lansing suspicious of you is never a good thing. Even if they are technically family, Rick is always out for number one. And there is more. Because there is always more. The spoilers mention that Tuesday's episode will bring Laura Spencer's surprising news for Alexis Davis. And that is going to spill over. Laura and Alexis have so much history. What is the news? Is it about the city? Is it about their families? Is it about the Cassadines? I don't know. But whenever Laura has surprising news, it usually changes the landscape of the show for a few months. So we need to keep an eye on that. And Tracy Quartermaine, the queen herself, she is having a confrontation with Sidwell. Gents, Sidwell, you do not mess with Tracy Quartermaine. But Sidwell seems like the type who doesn't care. So this clash is going to be epic. Tracy defending her territory, Sidwell pushing his agenda. It is the kind of drama I live for. But let's circle back to the Willow thing for a second, because I just can't get over it. She is drugging Drew. I mean, think about the layers of betrayal there. She is lying to Michael. She is lying to the doctors. She is lying to Elizabeth. And she is physically harming a man she claims to care about. It is Munchausen by proxy or something similar. And the fact that she is using this as an excuse to quit her job, it is calculated, it is cold, and it makes me wonder if Willow is past the point of no return. Can she ever be redeemed after this? I don't know. And honestly, I kind of like Dark Willow. It is more interesting than Perfect Willow, but it is also terrifying. And the Chase thing, why is Chase steering Nathan? Is Chase jealous? Is Chase trying to solve the case to prove himself? Or is there evidence we haven't seen yet? If Nathan finds that key on Michael, it is game over. Michael will be arrested. Again. And with Dante stepping back, who will defend him? Diane Miller can only do so much. It feels like a trap is snapping shut around Michael, and he doesn't even realize it because he is too busy dealing with his family drama and the business. And Lucas. Poor Lucas. He just wanted to be happy. But he got mixed up with Marco Rios. And now he realizes Carly was right. That has to sting. Admitting Carly is right is like a rite of passage in Port Charles. Everyone has to do it eventually, but the fact that Britt's life is at stake adds a ticking clock to this. Lucas isn't just apologizing for hurt feelings, he is apologizing because people might die. He needs Carly's help, or maybe he just needs to vent. But that hug with Marco, that was a strategic hug. I am calling it now. Lucas is going undercover in his own relationship. He is going to string Marco along until he can find a way to get Britt and Sunny out of the mess Jen Sidwell created. So yeah, that is the rundown. Wednesday, February 18. It is going to be a lot. Willow quitting to commit crimes. Chase throwing Michael under the bus. Dante breaking up with his brother. Lucas playing spy games. Rick getting nosy. And Tracy fighting bad guys. I am exhausted just typing this. And I didn't even mention the whole weather situation, or the fact that half the town is probably related to the other half by now. But that is General Hospital for you. You miss one day, you miss a lot. But you don't want to miss this Wednesday because the Willow storyline is finally taking the dark turn we have been waiting for. And if Nathan West actually finds that clue, everything changes. I really hope Michael has a good alibi. Or a good lawyer. Or both. Because the PCPD is not playing around this time. And with Dante recusing himself, or at least distancing himself, Michael has lost his inside man. It is going to be a rough ride. And I will be here watching it, probably yelling at the screen when Willow hands that resignation letter to Elizabeth. Just tell her the truth, Willow. But she won't. And that is why we watch. Anyway, I need to go refill this coffee. Just remember to tune in, because if the spoilers are right, and they usually are, we are in for some serious plot twists. And I, for one, am ready for Lucas to take down Marco Rios. Let's go, Lucas. Do it for Brett. Do it for all of us. Okay, I'm done. See you guys later.